Hey, welcome to World Code Updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The world was stunned. Saudi Arabia pledged military support to the Philippines. What began as a rumor became reality. Riyadh sent advanced weaponry, advisors, and planned joint naval exercises. The kingdom, long focused on the Middle East, was now making waves in the South China Sea. In Beijing, Washington, and Manila, emergency meetings erupted. A Saudi C-130 landing in the Philippines became the symbol of a new era. Saudi Arabia's pact included anti-ship missiles and advanced technology. For the first time, the Philippines had the tools to defend its maritime territory. The shock wasn't just about hardware, it was about Saudi Arabia openly challenging China's dominance. The answer: a vision beyond oil. Saudi ambition to become a global power. The balance of power was up for grabs. To understand Riyadh's move, look to Vision 2030. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's plan to transform Saudi Arabia. The kingdom wants to move beyond oil, becoming a global investment and defense powerhouse. Entering the Philippines signals a new, assertive foreign policy, projecting power and building alliances in Asia. It's also about business. Saudi Arabia aims to become a major arms exporter, and the Philippines is its showcase customer. Supplying advanced weaponry to Manila is a live demonstration of Saudi defense tech. This deal advertises Saudi capabilities to Southeast Asia and beyond, but it's also about protecting Saudi economic interests. Much of the kingdom's trade, oil exports and imports, flows through the South China Sea. Any disruption there could devastate the Saudi economy. By supporting the Philippines, Riyadh is safeguarding its own future. The Crown Prince is betting that Saudi Arabia's economic clout will shield it from Chinese retaliation. This is a declaration of strategic independence. Saudi Arabia is forging its own path, building diverse partnerships, and stepping onto the world stage. The kingdom is no longer content to be a regional player. It's aiming for global influence, even if it means entering the world's most dangerous arenas. Beijing was blindsided. China had counted on Saudi neutrality, given their deep economic ties. The Saudi-Philippine pact shattered that assumption. Suddenly, a key economic partner was arming a regional rival. China's leadership was forced to rethink its strategy. Gulf neutrality could no longer be taken for granted. For the Philippines, the impact was immediate. A boost in morale and military capability. Saudi support emboldened Manila to assert its territorial claims. With Saudi advisors and joint exercises, any clash in the South China Sea now involved a major Middle Eastern power. In Washington, the move was met with surprise and approval. The US saw Saudi Arabia's independent action as a win, broadening the coalition to counter China without direct American involvement. Other Southeast Asian nations took note. There were now alternatives to choosing between Beijing and Washington. Saudi Arabia's move set a precedent for new, flexible alliances. The security landscape in Asia just got more complex, and China's path to dominance much less certain. The region was entering a new era of unpredictable power plays. Headlines focus on warships, but economics drive this alliance. Vision 2030 is about diversifying Saudi investments, and Southeast Asia is the new frontier. The Philippines, with its young population and strategic location, is a perfect partner. The defense pact is just the start. Riyadh plans deeper economic ties in tech, infrastructure, and energy. Securing maritime trade routes is critical. Saudi Arabia's economy depends on these waters. This partnership is about building a future, not just deterring threats. Together, they're reshaping the economic map of Asia. Beneath the strategy lies a powerful human connection. For decades, hundreds of thousands of Filipinos have worked in Saudi Arabia, becoming vital to its economy. This long-standing relationship has built deep goodwill and mutual understanding. Nearly every Filipino family knows someone who's worked in the Gulf. Remittances are a lifeline, but it's more than money. It's about shared experiences and respect. Filipinos bring back knowledge of Saudi culture. Saudis value Filipino professionalism. When leaders in Riyadh and Manila talk, they're talking about people, not just policy. By supporting the Philippines, Saudi Arabia sends a message of respect and solidarity to its Filipino workforce. This boosts morale and loyalty among expatriates, strengthening the alliance. The Filipino diaspora in Saudi Arabia becomes a natural lobby for strong ties. This grassroots support ensures the alliance is embraced by the public, not just elites. The bond, forged in labor and mutual respect, is the glue holding this new partnership together. It's a relationship built on trust, shared history, and real human connection. That's what makes this alliance uniquely resilient. The US-Philippines alliance has always been central, but now Manila has new options. Saudi Arabia's entry accelerates the Philippines' shift toward a more independent foreign policy. With a third security partner, Manila gains leverage and flexibility. For the US, this is both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, a stronger Philippines helps counter China and eases the burden on the US Navy. On the other, Washington must now coordinate with both Manila and Riyadh. A new trilateral dynamic emerges. Communication and compatibility are key. The US wants to ensure Saudi weapons and doctrine fit with its own military framework in the Philippines. The goal: make the new partnership complement, not complicate, the existing alliance. This is a delicate diplomatic dance in a more multipolar world. Middle powers like Saudi Arabia and the Philippines are building their own alliances. The US is no longer the only security provider, but a more distributed system could mean greater regional stability. The balance of power is shifting, and Washington is watching every move. The Indo-Pacific is entering a new era of shared responsibility. Saudi Arabia's move isn't just about Asia, it's part of a wider Gulf competition. The UAE and Qatar have projected influence globally. Now Riyadh is making its own mark. Vision 2030 has supercharged Saudi ambitions, using financial muscle to leapfrog rivals. The alliance with the Philippines is a statement. Riyadh is a global player, not just a regional heavyweight. Gulf states are looking east, targeting Southeast Asia's booming markets. By partnering with the Philippines, Saudi Arabia gains a strategic foothold in ASEAN. This positions Riyadh as a reliable partner for other Southeast Asian nations. The Gulf's focus on Asia adds complexity to regional geopolitics. Events in the South China Sea now echo in the Persian Gulf, and vice versa. For the Philippines, this is an opportunity to engage with new, powerful partners. The great game of the Gulf has expanded. Its new arena is the Indo-Pacific. The region is more interconnected than ever. New alliances are forming, and the rules are being rewritten. The Gulf's ambitions now reach all the way to Asia's shores. In the Philippines, the Saudi alliance sparked national pride. Years of frustration over maritime harassment gave way to hope. The deal is seen as a powerful affirmation of the nation's rights and standing. For the government, it's a diplomatic masterstroke. Diversifying security partnerships beyond the US, Manila now negotiates from a position of strength, backed by a wealthy new ally. The partnership is a declaration of sovereignty and resilience. For ordinary Filipinos, especially fishermen, the deal means safety and a return to traditional livelihoods. New patrol boats and drones will help protect the country's vast waters. This is about more than geopolitics, it's about defending the lives and futures of citizens. The alliance marks a turning point. The Philippines is forging its own path. It's a partnership of equals, built on mutual respect. The nation stands ready to defend its territory and uphold international law. For a country with a long history of foreign influence, this is a moment of empowerment. The Philippines is stepping confidently into the future. Beneath the geopolitics lies a basic need: food security. Saudi Arabia imports over 80% of its food, a major vulnerability. Vision 2030 aims to secure the kingdom's food supply, and the Philippines is key. As part of the alliance, Saudi Arabia invests in Philippine agriculture, leasing land, and funding modern farms. In return, a portion of the harvest is exported to the kingdom. For Saudi Arabia, it's a direct, reliable food source, insulated from global shocks. For the Philippines, it means capital, jobs, and modernized farming. The partnership boosts rural economies and helps both nations achieve food self-sufficiency. This quiet quest for food reveals a deeper truth: basic needs drive global power plays. The Saudi-Philippine alliance is about survival as much as strategy. While the world sees a power shift, at its core is a desert kingdom's need to feed its people. Sometimes the most audacious moves are driven by the simplest needs: food, security, and partnership. These are the real forces shaping the future. In a complex world, the struggle for survival remains the most powerful force of all.